Have you ever wondered what happens to the places that exist between worlds, where reality grows thin and something else bleeds through? I found the greenhouse on a December morning when the snow lay thick and merciless across the abandoned estate. The glass structure stood impossibly green against the white landscape, steam rising from its peaked roof like breath in the frigid air. Inside, summer blazed eternal. The door opened with a whisper, releasing air thick with the perfume of jasmine and something else. Something metallic and sharp that made my teeth ache. Roses climbed the walls in impossible colors, their petals shifting like oil on water. Orchids hung from the ceiling, their faces almost human in the dim light filtering through condensation-covered glass. But it was the flowers themselves that made me pause. Each bloom seemed to contain movement, tiny worlds swirling within their depths. I leaned closer to examine a particularly large sunflower, its dark center spiraling endlessly inward. That's when I saw the eye looking back. Not an insect's compound eye, but something distinctly human. It blinked once, slowly, before the petals shifted and revealed a mouth opening in a silent scream. I stumbled backward, knocking over clay pots that shattered like bones against the stone floor. Every flower in the greenhouse turned toward me then, their faces emerging from petals like swimmers breaking the surface of dark water. Hundreds of eyes, thousands of mouths, all watching, all whispering words in languages that predated human speech. The temperature dropped 20 degrees in seconds. My breath came out in visible puffs as frost began forming on the inside of the glass walls. The flowers weren't just windows into other worlds, they were prisons. I ran for the door, but the handle wouldn't turn. The glass had become opaque, trapping me inside with the garden's hungry collection. Behind me, the whispers grew louder, more insistent. They spoke of travelers who had wandered too close, of curiosity that became captivity, of souls pressed between dimensions like flowers in a book. The vines began to move, reaching for my ankles with thorns that glittered like broken glass. I felt my skin growing cold, my movements slowing as winter crept into my bones. In the reflection of the frosted glass, I watched my own face begin to fade, becoming translucent like morning mist. Now I understand the truth about the winter garden. It doesn't just show glimpses of other worlds, it collects them. And somewhere, in a greenhouse that shouldn't exist, a new flower has bloomed. If you look closely into its center, you might see me looking back, my mouth forming the same word over and over. Run.